Prologue. A clip road race for miles from the finish line. The lead group has a gap of about 1 minute ahead of the main field. Skip and Lurker are sitting on two local guys' wheels.
Hey Lurk, what happened to Mooch?
Whoa, 404 error. Requested resource not found. He must have fallen back on that last hill climb. He must be back with the chase group. Not good?
No, not good. Not good if we want another week training on the bike. I better drift back to get him. We'll need him up here for the lead out and final sprint. I'll go get him and bring him back up to this mangy group.
I don't think that's such a good idea, Skip. These small town guys might be faster than they look.
I doubt it. They are just local club riders. But I will say, the prize money purse is impressive. Podium-wise, we can't afford to lose out on any of the cash winnings. We've got to be on the podium before the day is out. Even if the podium is made of stacked hay bales. I am, of course, referring to the envelopes that they hand us. Envelopes which give us another week to train. Envelopes that allow us to avoid real labor, avoid the scaffold and paint brushes. The envelopes that provide entry fees for the next race. And if we don't get Mooch to be with us for the finish, then we'll miss out on some of the prize money. And we'll be on the scaffold all next week. Try to slow down this group of local yokels until I bring Mooch back to this shabby group.
Well, okay. I hate it when he does that.
Skip soft pedals. He drifts back and soon finds teammate Mooch with the other riders in the chase group.
Hey Mooch, aerobically speaking, do you know where there is a finish line anywhere around here?
Sorry, Skip. I redlined it on that last climb back there. I couldn't hang on. I lost contact with you guys. My own fault. But some gaps opened up and before I knew it I lost contact with you and Lurk.
No worries, mate. But we do have to get back to the lead group with Lurk. He's with two locals up the road. He'll be able to slow them down a bit. We must saw these guys off when we make our move, okay? We don't want to drag along any riders as we bridge up. Right?
Yeah, I hear that.
Let's go hard and fast. Anaerobically speaking, it's bottle rocket time.
It's bottle rocket time.
The disorganized chase group is left behind as Skip and Mooch break away in a quick acceleration. A short time later, Skip and Mooch join Lurker with the lead group of two local riders.
Good. A clean bridge. Nice job. We didn't drag anyone along with us. Let's spin easy for a moment. We need to recover. Then we will have to decide a strategy. First we'll catch our breath.
Soon.
Okay, now we have to do this correctly. Or else all next week we will be on the scaffold painting instead of training. How do we want to do this? The rabbit?
The caboose.
The dead dog.
The catalyst.
Yeah, the catalyst. The catalyst would work. Let's review. So, as soon as we roll over the 1 kilometer line, Lurker will take off down the road like his shorts are on fire and does his awesome fake attack. At first Lurker will put a gap on them. They will think he went too early but they'll go after the catalyst anyway. The local guys will chase him. They'll go real hard. Eventually they'll get on his wheel. But it'll cost them. It will cost them much wattage and hard effort. Those two guys will have to expend a lot to get on Catalyst Lurker's wheel. Meanwhile we conserve our energy but still not let too big a gap open up. Those two locals will burn up a lot by chasing Lurk's fake attack. Just when those local guys are gasping and choking from chasing down Lurk's awesome fake attack, Lurk, who is also suffering, slows it down. Eventually Catalyst Lurker will burn out in the reaction. Lurker, who gave his all, will be done, burned up, cooked. As in any system involving measurable heat transfer, once again proving the validity to the second law of thermodynamics. Yeah, Lurker is a riding example of closed system entropy. He has done his job as the catalyst. He then slows way and down pulls off. He was the catalyst that caused the local guys to go too early. His job is done, burned up in the reaction. By the time they realize what happened, that they have burned up chasing a fake attack, we have moved up to draft on them. And because we haven't redlined it and the locals have put it deep into the red zone, we'll make our attack off their wheel. The local guys will have nothing left to answer with. We get on their wheel in perfect 3rd and 4th position, sucking their wheel for a nice lead out. By the time they realize what has happened, Mooch and I'll go around them on our way for the sprint to the finish line. Mooch and I'll take first and second place.
And the three of us will take first and second place prize money. By the time they did realize what has happened, we'll be on the podium to collect the cash prize money.
Yeah, today's podium winnings buys us another week of no work on the scaffold and another week of training. And enough to cover our entry fees for next week's race over at Bogwood. And more easy pickings.
Yes, the envelope. The envelope that frees us up to train. The envelope keeps us off the scaffold.
Then a local guy steps up to the out-of-town winners.
Say, you guys are those ringers from upstate, aren't you? You go to all these little country races to pick up prize money off of us local club riders, don't you?
Yeah, something like that. It beats working.
Yeah, well, someday you guys are going to exceed your buy-to-chew ratio.
Hey, buy-to-chew ratio? That's good. I like that.
Yeah, someday you'll show up at some race and be surprised. Some small-town country boy who doesn't look fast with hairy legs and an old lugged steel frame bike will drop you like a rock.
Yeah, in this sport it can happen. It just didn't happen. Not here. Not today.
Out-of-town ringers.
We better get out of this town now before the natives start an uprising.
I am tired of this small-town racing scene. I want to be paid for training. On a sponsored team. I want out of Duckburg. Travel to the big races. Train. Race and live a life of a sponsored rider. Live a life. Instead of the club race scene. I want to get paid for training.
We get cash winnings. Skip.
I want to get paid for training. I want to be on a sponsored team.
My life is good when we win cash at these club races and get to train for the next one.
I want to travel to big races. Train. Race and live a life of a sponsored rider. That's all. Instead of this club race scene.
My life is good. Skip. On these country back roads. When we get the envelope, we get to train. You know, avoid real work.
Do you think it is easy to race for a sponsored team?
You'll have to click it up to a bigger gear. Those teams are really tough. They are relentless. I am happy week to week. Podium to podium life. I just wish they had podium girls to kiss me on both cheeks along with the cash envelope.
My dad wants me to work in his tool and die shop. He thinks I should quit cycling and play golf instead. Ugh. Golf.
Golf?
A sponsored team would be my chance to get out of town.
You'll have to enter some big races where a team will spot you and sign you up.
Yeah, I suppose you are right there about that. But enough of my whining. Tonight we celebrate our team win. Here's to the Catalyst. To the Catalyst.
To the Catalyst.
To the Catalyst?
Let's drive over to the diner. Yeah, definitely. Tony's Diner.
Yeah, definitely. Tony's Diner.
Soon.
The center of our universe. What would we do without Tony's Diner?
What's today's special? Do you think Tony will give us today's special?
No way.
You know it is just the left side of the menu.
Yeah, his sponsorship is only left side.
Do you think he'll give in? Just this one time.
You know Tony. Tony does not waver in anything.
I am so hungry that I am going to ask for the entire left side of the menu.
You boys look happy. Let me guess. You picked off some prize money over at Bear Live Race.
Like candy from a baby. Rusty, your pillow idea was genius.
We showed up at the start line with big bellies thanks to your air pillows under our jerseys. Yeah, the locals thought we were out of shape out-of-towners. When we drifted off the front they let us go for quite a while.
Awesome.
If you come up with any more good ones let us know. Hey, Molly. Western omelet with pancakes, as usual.
Skips usual. Coming right up.
Hey, boys, did you hear the latest?
No what, Tony? Hear what?
Team Royal is looking for a rider to replace injured Rosario. They will be racing at the Big Oakville stage race. Team Royal will be looking for a new rider. Team Royal is out scouting for a new team member.
Whoa, excellent. Team Royal. Thanks, Tony. My chance to get out of town. And Team Royal no less.
Maybe, Skip, you have a possible shot at making it on that team. If
possible. If what? Who is there around here who can beat me?
I don't know, Skip. Maybe.
This is good. Team Royal. This is good. This is real good.
Not good?
What? Not good. What?
Not good. He is getting out.
What? Who? What do you mean?
Krebs. Yet. On parole. He is getting out on parole.
Krebs is getting out on parole.
Krebs is getting out on parole.
Krebs is getting out on parole.
Oh no. Krebs.
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 Not good.
Not good.
Not good.